breaking news to begin with. Arsenal have completed the signing of Bruno Guimarães from Newcastle United. The fee is £75 million fixed. There is a 4-year deal for a player that turns 29 in November, plus a further 1-year option. Brazil international, 48 caps, 3 goals for his country, but most significantly, 4 years on St James's Park, where he's won the hearts of the Newcastle United faithful, bringing that first trophy since 1955 in terms of domestic silverware with the League Cup 18 months ago. And Bruno Guimarães has been such a big part since moving from Lyon 4 years ago of the club. And for Newcastle, joins now Sandro Tonali and Anthony Gordon and Kieran Trippier in leaving the club on a big summer change at Newcastle United. Sean Sturr and Alegi Bamba, big central midfield players, brought in for Newcastle to replace these players potentially, but very much at the outset of their career. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg linked, but Bruno Guimarães will reinforce Arsenal's midfield options alongside the likes of Declan Rice, Martin Zubimendi and Miles Lewis-Skelly in the heart of that midfield. 28 years of age, turns 29 in November, moves to Arsenal on a 4-year contract for £75 million. We've got some reaction from Bruno as well, who we know has been very respectful, Newcastle have said, and that's why they've allowed this signing to proceed. The former Newcastle captain saying, "I feel good, I feel amazing, I'm glad for the opportunity. Since the first time I spoke to Berta, that's Andrea Berta, and Mikel Arteta, I was excited. I just felt inside of me that I need a new challenge in my life. And I think to be an Arsenal player is going to be an exciting challenge in my life. After playing 2 World Cups, I think I'm at the point of my life, I think I need a challenge like this. I want to win trophies, I want to make history, and I think I'm in the right place to do it. I'm so excited to start. We have tough games to play this season, so the squad is going to be very, very important, and I'm hopeful we can achieve our dreams." So he references Andrea Berta there. We've got quotes from Arsenal sporting director too. "We're delighted to welcome Bruno Guimarães to our club. Bruno is a player with great mentality and great quality who will bring strong leadership to our squad. With Bruno joining us, we are further strengthening the heart of our team. As we have all seen, Bruno can play as a defensive midfielder and as a box-to-box player. He combines quality with quantity and has provided goals and assists for his team every year. And Bruno will allow Mikel to further develop our playing style and will also increase our internal competitiveness, which is essential for maintaining the standards required when we are aiming to win major trophies." But what will he really bring to their midfield? The Brazilian, well, he excels both in chances created and retaining the ball, as Andrea Berta was saying there. He outperforms Martin Zubimendi in every category. Martin Odegaard remains the more creative of the two players. Plays further forward than him, though, doesn't he? But Guimarães once again outperforms him when it comes to winning fouls and recovering the ball. Guimarães becomes Arsenal's 4th signing of the window, joining Christos Solis, the left winger, and Pierre Nkapia, that deal being confirmed from Bayer Leverkusen, as well as Ilhan Melia, backup goalkeeper, joining Arsenal's ranks. So Guimarães leaves Newcastle after 4 years at St James's Park as their summer exodus continues. He's released a message of thanks to the club and its fans. So this is what he says. "This is one of the toughest decisions of my life. When I arrived at the club, was in a challenging position. I'm incredibly proud of what we achieved together. I fell in love with this place. I really mean that. From my first day, the supporters, my teammates, Eddie and the staff and everyone connected with the club made me and my family feel at home." Goes on to thank the club's owners, Chief Executive David Hopkinson and the Sporting Director Ross Wilson. He says they did everything they could to keep me at Newcastle, and I'm very grateful for our time together. This move is very tough because Newcastle means so much to me, but I want to experience something new in my life. I feel ready for a new challenge for myself and my family. I had a very positive conversation with Matthias Jaissler, and I leave knowing the club is in very good hands. To the supporters, thank you will never be enough, but I say it with all my heart. I will always be proud to have been part of this club's journey. Thank you for everything. Okay, well, let's get some reaction. Soccer Saturday is back and Michael Dawson's back. Great to have you with us. Right on cue for this breaking news as well, Dawes. What is your reaction? Should we start with Arsenal's side of it? What does he give them?
Well, I think he gives you your depth in the squad depth, which I think you need when you're going to try and return the Premier League and then give you a chance for the Champions League. One thing you can't do is stand still in the Premier League, because there's teams coming behind you that want to be where you are, and we saw it for numerous years with Manchester City. You look at the Arsenal squad as it is and you go, right, they're favourites to go and win the Premier League again. But we also know how hard it is. So to bring Bruno in, I mean, you look what he did over his 5 years for Newcastle, was instrumental in their success. And when Eddie Howe went into the football club, they were in a relegation battle, he survived, and they've gone to grow and have 2 campaigns in the Champions League to win a Carabao Cup. I mean, it's quite remarkable to see where Newcastle are going now this season. In my opinion, will be a really challenging season for them. To lose your best players, Tonali, Gordon, Bruno, Kieran Trippier's left the football club. So for Newcastle, it's a challenging summer for them. Yes, they have brought players in, young players that are unknown to the Premier League. But for Arsenal, I think this is a brilliant signing who can go in and he can help Declan Rice. You look, Declan Rice last year was my favourite player for Arsenal, and arguably the Premier League player of the season, in my opinion. But I think he played 69 games.
Yeah.
I mean, that is incredible to have the levels that he has to produce week in, week out. Champions League, Premier League, his running stats are mind-blowing. So you're bringing a player in that can maybe sometimes give him a rest. Zubimendi, Lewis Skelly, Odegaard. I mean, they've lost Trossard. Solis come in. So you look, they still have to bring players in, I think, that is going to be capable to compete in all the competitions, which Arsenal have to.
When you pay £75 million for a guy who turns 29 in November, you have to assume he's going to play. With that in mind, does he play then alongside Declan Rice? Is it an old-fashioned you stay, I go kind of setup, or will it be Declan's asked to do the 6 role and perhaps they bring in a conventional 10 in Eze or Odegaard in front of them?
Yeah, I mean, well, we saw when Zubimendi came in for Arsenal, you thought, how's it going to work? Is it going to be Declan Rice and him? Yes, it is, but there's always one sitter and one goes. I mean, we look how expansive Declan Rice can be. He's up and down. He is the box-to-box